One of my favorite parts about Keepsakes is concepts. I just love coming up with the ideas. I have the peace dove, the joy ornament, and the penguin and the snowman. Those are all porcelain, but the joy ornament is a mixed material. And it has like a velvet embossed ribbon with a jewel in it. And that was kind of inspired by my grandmother had boxes. She'd saved all kinds of stuff, and she'd fold wrapping paper up from Christmas, and she'd save cards, and she'd have fun little, I don't know, attachments on gifts. And I love looking through those. And so that was kind of what started me on mixing materials. I actually started working with Keita McKenna, who works in the textile studio. We just played. We just got an iron out and found little objects and started pressing them into velvet and kind of burning out the velvet. And so it was a blast. The letters were, the J and the Y were metal. And that was also, that kind of lettering along with the peace dove was influenced by the work in the Andrew Zerke collection. I didn't realize this, but I learned about him. He was a European designer. The Hallmark Archives holds a lot of the work that inspired him, too. They were just so taken by his designing and his business card, and that they had asked him to do the Hallmark logo. Kind of got me on this little mid-century modern, actually German porcelain, white German, I think it's like Kaiser and stuff like that. Just the simplicity and letting the material show through and making it elegant without putting a whole lot of stuff on it. But I think when you do get an assignment, again, I just feel like it's, even if you have perimeters that are pretty tight, you still have a problem to solve. That's where I think the creativity comes in. Well, one ornament, a glass ornament, I think there's one this year. It's a dated glass ball. The way I started was I got an orange and cut it up into slices and laid my design around that to figure out how is this thing gonna work. That's how some of my round ornaments have started, with an orange. So most of my favorite ornaments are the ones where the consumer brings their story to it. I did the adoption ornament for this year, and it's all porcelain. And my two girls are adopted from China. And what I love is there's so many different adoption stories, so many different families that everybody brings. It's special to them because of their story. Not so much maybe my story, but theirs. And that's what, not to sound corny, but to me, that's what a keepsake is.